Friends, let us understand what is the meaning of projection. Projection of UCM on a diameter. See, in simple words, projection is nothing but a perpendicular which is dropped from a point of a circle, okay, to the reference radius. See, with a simple example I am showing you. Suppose this is the scale represents the diameter, okay. The scale represents the diameter and the particle which is undergoing circular motion is at this point, okay. And from that I drop a perpendicular on the scale. Now this point will be the point of projection. As the particle moves forward, okay, what happens? As the particle moves forward, the point of projection also moves forward, okay. Finally the particle reaches the other end and the projection also will reach the other end, right? Now if you take the reference diameter along the y-axis, then the same thing will happen, but only difference will be that the projection will be like this. Getting it? The y-axis I have taken as the reference diameter, okay, and the projection will be lying on the y-axis. If the particle is over here, suppose it has reached at this point, then from this point I drop a perpendicular and that will be the point of projection. In this way we can understand the point of projection. It's a point drawn from any point of a circle, okay, and it's a perpendicular drawn from any point to the reference diameter. This diameter of the circle is called as reference diameter. Okay, in this topic we are understanding how projection of UCM undergoes simple harmonic motion. Getting it? Now there is an object, okay, this is an object lying on a circular disc and this disc is undergoing rotational motion. Now look carefully at this object, how it is moving. For you, you will feel that the particle is moving to and fro. The object is moving what? To and fro. But actually it is what? Undergoing circular motion. But when we drop a projection, that point of the projection will undergo simple harmonic motion. And this thing is explained in a topic. We have to relate uniform circular motion with simple harmonic motion. We know the displacement of simple harmonic motion is given by x equal to a sine omega t plus alpha, right? X equal to a sine omega t plus alpha. Many students get confused from where did omega came. Omega stands for angular velocity and in SHM we talk about motion along the straight line. From where the omega comes? Actually omega is related to circular motion in that particular manner, okay. When we drop a projection, okay, and then join the line from the center of circle to the particle undergoing circular motion, we can obtain the angle phi as well as omega t plus phi, and this is explained in the next part of the topic, that is projection of displacement. Three topics are there: projection of displacement, projection of velocity and projection of acceleration. All these things are properly explained. Go through the video, understand them again and again, watch the video, you'll get the concepts cleared, okay. Let's discuss about the relation between projection and projection of UCM and simple harmonic motion, okay. Now over here this circle indicates a particle which is undergoing uniform circular motion, and I have considered two axes, x-axis and y-axis, with center O as the origin, okay. Now we have to relate here how a projection of UCM is undergoing simple harmonic motion, okay. Now over here the initial position of particle is PO, P0 is the position of particle at any instant, and it makes an angle phi 0 with the x-axis. Okay. Now in time t, in time small t, okay, in time small t, the particle moves to point P. Particle reaches point P, okay, tracing an angle, omega t. Here omega was the angular velocity of the particle and t is the time interval. So this angle traced is omega t. Okay. So if I ask you what is the angle traced by OP with the x-axis, it will be omega t plus phi 0. Okay, or omega t plus phi. You take it as omega t plus phi. So this whole angle is, I take it as theta equal to omega t plus phi. Okay, which is the addition of phi and omega t. So this whole angle between OP and the x-axis will be omega t plus phi. Understood? Now, if the particle moves from point E to point F, value of theta, okay, at point F, okay, value of theta will become what? Pi by 2. Correct? The angle traced will be what? Pi by 2. At point G, the whole angle traced will be what? Theta will become what? Pi. If the particle reaches point H, the whole angle traced will become what? Theta equal to 3 pi by 2. And finally, when it reaches E, again the angle traced will be what? Theta equal to 2 pi. Understanding? So these will be the values of angles at point F, G, H and E, because as the particle moves, the radius vector, this is the radius vector, okay, or I can call it as position vector R. OP is the position vector. As the particle moves, the position vector will trace an angle. At point F it will be pi by 2, at point G it will be pi, at point H the whole angle will be what? 3 pi by 2, and when it finally reaches E, the total angle traced by the radius vector OP or OP0 will be 2 pi. Okay. Now one more thing. I want to now find the projection. Here OF is taken, or FH or y-axis is taken as a reference diameter. It is taken as a reference diameter, and from point P I drop a perpendicular on y-axis. Now this perpendicular will give you the projection. So OM is the projection I obtain. Getting it? Y equal to OM is nothing but the projection which I obtain. Okay, this is the projection. Now, since this MP and x-axis are parallel to each other, this whole angle is theta, then this angle will automatically become theta. Okay. Now, this is a right angle triangle, right? If you want to find value of y, what will I use? I will make use the formula sin theta equal to opposite side OM upon hypotenuse OP. But value of OM is y and OP is what? R. So I get y equal to R sin theta. You get y equal to R sin theta, and this theta we already know is omega t plus phi. I can write y equal to r sine omega t plus phi. Okay, this is the equation I obtain. This is the equation I obtain, which is the equation for displacement. This is the equation for what? Displacement. Understood? And if you see carefully, I have obtained this using what? UCM. This is the equation of displacement of simple harmonic motion. You know, x equal to a sine omega t plus phi. This is y equal to r sine omega t plus phi, where r is constant, where r is what? The amplitude. Okay, r is radius, but it is the amplitude. Omega t plus phi. Omega is the angular velocity, t is the time interval, and phi is the initial phase. Initial phase. Okay. In this way, we get the relation between circular motion, uniform circular motion, and simple harmonic motion. Getting it? I repeat once again. Initially, particle is at point PO, and it makes an angle phi with the x-axis. After a time interval t, the particle reaches point P. Okay, and it traces a small angle omega t. Now the total angle traced with the x-axis will be omega t plus phi. If the particle reaches F, the angle traced will be pi by 2. If the particle reaches G, the total angle will be pi. At H, it will be 3 pi by 2, and if it returns to E, the total angle will be 2 pi. Now I want to find the projection. So what will I do? From point P, I drop a perpendicular to the reference diameter. This FH or y-axis is the reference diameter. And I get OM. Now OM is indicating, OM is our projection. Okay, so that I call it as Y. So I write Y equal to OM, which is the projection. Now in this right angle triangle, if you want to find Y, okay, I will make use of sine theta. Sine theta is opposite side upon hypotenuse, that is y upon r. Okay, or y equal to r sine theta. But theta we already know is omega t plus phi. So y equal to r sine omega t plus phi is the equation of y. That is a projection, and projection of SHM is nothing but this equation is of what? Simple harmonic motion. And how we obtain it? We obtain it by using uniform circular motion. Okay. In this way, UCM and SHM are related to each other. Now friends, let us understand the concept of projection of velocity. Okay. Over here we are talking about instantaneous velocity, nothing else. Instantaneous velocity. Now imagine the particle is at point E. The direction of instantaneous velocity will be tangential at point P. To this circle, it will be tangential at over here. Okay. This particle moves from point E to point P. Okay. Tracing an angle theta. Now when this particle at point P was having tangential instantaneous velocity in this way, after reaching this point P, it will trace an angle theta, okay, with the vertical, and that's why now the angle traced with the vertical is theta, which will be theta equal to omega t plus phi. I repeat once again, when the radius vector traces an angle theta, the tangential velocity will also trace the same angle, that is theta, or theta equal to omega t plus phi. Now at point P, this is the direction of what? Instantaneous velocity, whose value is given by vector v equal to r into omega, where r is the radius vector and omega is the angular velocity. Okay. Now from point P, I drop a projection, but this projection will be of no use because we want to find projection of velocity, not displacement. Okay, so what will I do? I will draw a vector exactly equal to vector v on this y-axis. Okay, on this y-axis I will draw an equal vector v at this point. Okay, and this I have shown here. This is vector v. Both vectors are exactly the same. Understanding? In 11th we have learned about equal vectors. When you draw a vector with the same magnitude and same direction as the given vector, both are equal vectors. So this vector and this vector are exactly the same. And from this point I drop a projection on the y-axis. Okay. Now the angle made with the y-axis will be theta, and so this projection on y-axis will be Vy equal to v cos theta, because it will be a component, cos component of vector v, and that will be simply Vy equal to v cos theta. Understood? Vy equal to v cos theta in magnitude. Now, what is value of v? We know r omega cos theta, or simply r omega cos omega t plus phi. Now this formula we already have studied, okay, and that is a formula for what? Velocity in simple harmonic motion. Getting it? V equal to a cos omega t plus phi, and here this is the same formula as we had obtained for simple harmonic motion. In this way, using UCM, I have obtained the value of velocity, which is in simple harmonic motion. I repeat once again. See, the particle has moved from point E to point P. So the instantaneous velocity vector will make an angle theta with the vertical. Okay. Now if I drop a projection from point P, it will be of no use to me. Understood? Because I want to find the direction of projection of velocity. Now instantaneous velocity is given by r into omega. That will not change at all. Okay. Now I draw an equal vector as this vector v at this point on the y-axis. Okay, and drop a projection over here. Now I want to find this value Vy, and Vy will be component, cos component of v. Vy will be cos component of v. So Vy will be written as what? Vy will be written as v cos theta. Okay, it is written as v cos theta, and value of v we already know is r omega. So r omega cos theta, and value of theta we know as omega t plus phi. So Vy equal to r omega cos omega t plus phi. This is a projection of velocity. Okay, this is the projection of velocity. Let's understand now projection of acceleration. We all know the centripetal acceleration is given by minus omega square r. It is also called as radial acceleration, and it is directed along the radius towards the center. Okay. Now this is a particle undergoing UCM. Okay, and r is the radius of that particle of the circular path. Now the particle has traced an angle theta, where theta is what? Omega t plus phi. This is the angle traced by the particle, and it has reached point P. Now instantaneous acceleration at point P of this particle is along the radius towards the center. It is along the radius towards the center, and this instantaneous acceleration I write as a equal to minus omega square vector r. Vector r is the radius vector. Understanding? Instantaneous acceleration at point P is minus omega square r. Suppose I want to find the projection at point of the vector OP. I want to find projection of acceleration. From point P, I will drop a perpendicular up to point M. Okay, and then this value MO will be the value of projection of acceleration. I repeat, from point P I'll drop a perpendicular to point M, and this along on the y-axis. This is x-axis, this is y-axis, right? And this MO will be the value of projection of acceleration. I call it as AY. Now, in this right angle triangle, if you want to find MO, the formula is A sine theta. So A sine theta, I write. Okay. Therefore, AY is A sine theta, and A is minus omega square R. So minus R omega square sine theta, or minus R omega square sine omega t plus phi. But we already know R into sine omega t plus phi is the projection of displacement given by symbol y, and that's why I can write AY equal to minus omega square y. And this formula, which I obtained from using UCM, is the formula for acceleration in simple harmonic motion. Okay. Once again I am repeating, the instantaneous acceleration is given by formula omega square r, which is also called as radial acceleration or centripetal acceleration. It is directed along the radius towards the center. Okay. This is a particle undergoing UCM. The particle is at point P and it has stress and angle theta equal to omega t plus phi. Now when I drop a perpendicular from point P to M, I'll get the projection OM, and this angle will be again theta, because both these lines are parallel. This angle will be theta. Now I want to find MO, right? MO is the projection of acceleration, which is equal to AY, and this AY can be written as, using this triangle trigonometry, A sine theta. But acceleration is minus omega square r, so minus R omega square sine theta, or minus R omega square sine omega t plus phi, or simply R into sine omega t plus phi. Earlier I have told you it is what? Projection of displacement. So minus omega square y, and this is the equation for simple harmonic motion. So by studying projection of acceleration, projection of velocity and projection of displacement, we come to a conclusion that the projection of UCM is simple harmonic motion. Okay, that's the conclusion.